Mike back with another BMW Car Club member introduction, and today we're talking with Carolyn. Carolyn, how long have you been a member of the club?
I've been a member of the car club for about, I'd say, 6 months, 9 months now.
Okay. So what prompted you to join the club?
What prompted me to join the club was actually getting this car that I currently have.
Oh, okay.
I used to work for BMW Group Financial Services in Ohio, so I worked there for about 5 years, doing cybersecurity work, and so I've been driving the car since 2007.
Okay, so you've been a long-time member of the BMW family, per se,
yes.
but not a member of the club until recently. So I think that's pretty interesting. So a lot of times, the dealer prompted you, say, hey, have you heard about this car club?
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty rare experience. It's happened to me, but everyone else I talk to, the dealer doesn't bring it up. So it's, I think it's pretty good that, is it Weatherford that brought it up, right?
Yeah, actually, John from Weatherford, he's been there many, many, many years.
Okay.
And what he said is he knew, like, I've been driving the car since then. So I do leases, so I had to switch out my lease. I actually didn't even plan on getting this. I went to even look. So I went to look and ended up driving away a car.
Yeah. I promise I'm just looking at the cars. I won't buy, and then you drive away with a new one.
That was a mistake to go look.
Yeah.
And so he was just talking to me. He was like, "Oh my God, you work for the company and you're not part of the car club. Why aren't you part of the car club?" And I was like, "I don't know." And so he immediately was like, "You need to join the car club. You need to find your people out here," because I did move out here from Ohio. And then he immediately emailed Adam for me.
So Adam is currently our membership chair, who you will know most likely by his distinctive laugh.
Yes.
And smile.
Yeah. So he immediately that day emailed Adam for me and was like, "You need to join right now." And it's probably one of the best things I've done in the 6 years I've lived out here. Absolutely.
Right. So you got this new car, which we'll talk about shortly. So what were you driving before? I know you've been a BMW fan for a while. So what was the car that you turned in?
So the way the programs work with the company is you drive company cars. So every we call it, anybody who works for the company knows you have golden handcuffs when you work there. So every 6 months you have to order a new car because they don't want it to go over a certain mileage. And then the way those cars function is they're dealer or they're manufacturer cars that then are sold to dealerships for used car inventory. So we're only allowed to order certain specs, etc. You could try and get something, but you may or may not. So pretty quickly I started driving 335 XI coupes. Because of living in Ohio in the snow,
makes sense.
Those things performed. I've driven in snowstorms and those, no problem. I mean, snow can be kicked in the wheels if you know how to off-road or just downshift.
So not entirely relevant for most of the California area.
No.
But with the X-Drive, did you actually do winter or snow tires on the 335?
No. I actually, whatever came on the car is what I drove it with, and it was perfect. It was amazing. And then one round I did get a convertible, so I got a 328 convertible. Yeah. Okay. Well, it was during the summer months, so you have to plan. You got to plan when the car's going to come, and it's kind of cool. You watch the car get built in Germany, and then get on the boat, and then you can track the boat across the water and whatnot. Yeah. It's kind of fun. So we did that, or I did that, and I was like, well, let me try the convertible. But then I realized I'm very fair. I burn really easily. I never used the convertible piece of it, and I missed having the sunroof. I could just pop up. So it's either all or nothing, and in Ohio with the crazy weather, that didn't function. So no convertibles.
The good thing is you're only locked in for 6 months rather than say 3 years.
Exactly. So then that's why you do that when you work with a company to test the cars. I also traded cars. You could trade cars with people. So I drove a Z one day to see. I'm not comfortable being that low, I discovered. And also while I worked for the company, I did the performance driving school twice in Spartanburg and have toured the plant, which I highly encourage anybody to do. It's very, very cool.
Although I think with the new construction, it's been difficult to get tours, but when we picked up the M2 there, we were lucky enough to be able to get tours for customers. So it's an experience to see. It is an awesome process.
It's awesome. It's an awesome school. I have actually used things I learned at that school on 580 out here in California. I stopped to a dead stop at 580.
Full ABS stop,
and with no hesitation. So, because I wasn't afraid to. So, that was really beneficial. So, again, highly recommend the school to anybody just in general.
Yeah, so they're not just in South Carolina. There's also one in Thermal. Completely different experience, and we'll have a video of our experience. We're taking the M-Track days, November 1st I don't know when this video will go up, but it'll be up shortly. So we'll talk about our experience there at the track. So
yeah, so I'm looking forward to that because that'll definitely be a different experience out here. So that's pretty cool. So then I drove the Z's. I actually traded cars one day with a Mini, somebody that at work that had a Mini, and decided, no, if I can just order a company car at BMW, I'm going to stick with that.
Right.
And then when I left the company, I decided to get a lease, and I did a 335 XP then as well, and then moved out here. So I had that car out here for a while, and then when that lease was up,
that brings us to the car behind us.
No, actually, there was another car before this.
Sorry, before we do that. Okay, there's another car
Sorry,
before that.
I had another car for that. So then when I had to switch out that lease, I got a 228 with the M package.
Okay.
So I have two set of criteria when I get a car. It's got to have tight steering and dual subwoofers because I have to have my music loud and certain. And I miss the tight steering. They don't have active steering at all anywhere in the cars anymore. I learned that from a foreman the other day, unfortunately.
Yep.
So this is as tight as they can get me, and I don't drive enough out here in California yet to really warrant getting an M. I'm sure you guys will talk me into it. But
yeah, when you go to the
at some point,
M track, it's like be prepared to come back and order your
yeah,
M car.
exactly. So yeah, I had that car for again 3 years. It was fine, and then I went to look. And then ended up getting this guy,
which is the F22 230i, and that's with the M Sport package, right?
Yes. Yep, it's got the package.
So Alpine white, you got the blackout grille.
Yeah, I really like the blackout grille. I didn't specify that. It just came with that, which is pretty cool. And I've never had black grills before, and I really like it. And in Ohio, I never wanted a white car. This is now my third white car in a row. And it's just, again, I don't care so much about color. I care about the performance and how I can drive it because I do tend to like to drive kind of fast.
Legally fast, because that's what we talk about. Legally fast.
Legally fast, and having the performance behind it. So again, with the other crazy drivers around you.
Yeah.
So you can
So the 228 is a fairly similar car to the 230 that you have now. So was there a big difference between the 228 and 230 that you felt when you tested it?
Yeah, I actually felt like this was a little bit faster. And the steering, again, I just tends to keep getting looser even with the M package. So that's why I actually recently had them plug it in and check all the faults and whatnot.
Yeah, let's walk around.
Yeah.
So nice, 18-inch wheels, I think, right?
Yeah, and then this one also came with the detailing for the M20.
Oh, the side sills here with the M Performance stickers, which I think adds 5 to 10 horsepower.
Yeah.
To the car.
Exactly. Right, whatever. And it also had the black detail on the mirror.
Oh, that's neat too.
Nice. Something that's a little bit different about this, though, it's got the tan seats but black carpet. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
So
you don't have
how do you like the tan interior?
I love it because I live in California now, and
so
it
not
doesn't
boiling
burn
hot.
you. Yes.
Okay.
So
you're parked outside. It doesn't really. It's warm in the car, but not blistering hot on the seats.
Right. You can sit on the seats without having to put a towel down or anything. And it also had that really cool kind of blue detailing.
Oh, the blue accenting on that.
Yeah, I really like that.
Aluminum. Yeah,
that
really
was different. Nice. And then the controls or the gauges are actually backlit. So my gauges are about backlit, which is different.
Yeah, it's
which
real
is
nice.
Kind of interesting. A little bit different of a thing. The only thing that I do recommend is I should have gotten something with the navigation system because a non-navigation stereo system is not up to snuff pretty much is the bottom line. And this one had to be replaced immediately because it was defective.
Really?
Did not work with my iPhone. And remember, one of my big criterion was dual subwoofers for music.
Right.
I couldn't play my music because you couldn't plug it in either. The plug-in wouldn't work. So
that's interesting.
Had to get that replaced immediately.
So that's sort of like maybe the one regret you had about this is just not the iDrive?
Yeah, because what happened is every time they would give me a loaner when I was trying to get this replaced, it worked no problem. Yeah. I had no problem with that system. So I think there's a software incompatibility, just keeping up with it. Well, it's posted online. They can't keep up with the technology that's changing in the devices.
Yes.
Whereas every time I rent a car when I travel, there's no problem. So, that's something that BMW is supposed to be working on. So hopefully they do.
So maybe for your next car, right?
Hopefully by then, and it'll have the iDrive because, I need that.
Well, who knows what will be integrated with next.
Yeah, that's
All right, so let's look at the back end of the car.
So it has a little baby spoiler on it, which is nice.
Lip spoiler, and then the M Performance diffuser in the black or gray, dark gray.
So I like that too. And again, it's got pass-through seats, so you know I can put something long. I can fit a mountain bike in this with the front wheel off, which is cool. Like I don't have to use a rack. I just pop off the front wheel, and I can get a mountain bike in the back, which is no problem, which is cool. It's obviously not a stick, so you know I do drive sticks, and I miss driving them, but you know I'll use the shifter. I drive it in sport mode most of the time. So typically it's in sport mode unless I'm in stop and go traffic, then I don't, because it has such good pickup. All of a sudden you're on top of somebody without realizing it.
It does, even for a nice turbo 4-cylinder engine. It's got great pickup.
Yeah, you'll find yourself on top of somebody pretty quick. And that's why, you know, they asked me if I wanted to drive the 240. And I was like,
that probably would have been a mistake.
No.
Like, probably would have walked away with that one and said.
Yeah, I opted not to do that because I did go from the 6-cylinder to the 4, but you can still hear the twin turbo whine. So that's, you know, I love that. So.
And it's a good little car.
Yeah, and again, I don't drive as much in California, so that works out pretty well for me.
Awesome.
So yeah, I really like the smaller cars. I wish they still made the 1 Series. I really liked the 1 Series as well.
Yeah, it took a while to grow on me. So I think that's about it. So we got one more question. What do you think is the best thing about the car club?
The best thing about the car club is the people. I have made so many friends. I have made friends even that ride motorcycles, and now I'm actually able to go to a motocross outing again because of folks I've met through this group. So when John at the dealership made me join, he was like, you need to join this. You need to find your people. Here's right. And I did.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Well, thanks for your membership. It was great talking to you.
Thanks, Mike.
And thanks for introducing us to your car.
Sure.
Oh, does the car have a name?
Yes, my car is named Emish because it's not a real M. It's like got an M package. So Adam and I decided his car is an M and mine is Emish.
Emish. Okay, that works.